Good afternoon, ladies. Thank you for joining me. And today I would like to introduce you to an idea that traveling is beneficial for one's character. Uh, I would like to explain to you the role of traveling in a human's physical and mental development. Those who've been traveling outside the United States and visited different countries all around the world, uh, they realize and state that people around the globe don't differ at all. We all share the same basic needs, no matter what religion you practice, no matter what language you speak. It's just living in peace, making money, starting raising kids, and following the law. Uh, Travelers consider themselves maybe a little smarter, a little wiser, and happier than those who never had chance to escape from their hometown or home state. Um, in the internet traveling article, um, Wandering Earl, is there an article named "It's Not the End of the World If You're Not Traveling." Uh, in his blog, Derek, the author, stating that people can be happy in their everyday life without traveling. It's all about the positive and right attitude towards them routine. Unfortunately, I have to disagree with Mr. Derek, and in my opinion, people who do not travel, they live in a small world and do not think outside the box. For most of these people, hard to accept and understand the beauty of world's diversity. Um, a lot of these people tend to see something that it's not common for them or feels and looks unusual in a bad spectrum. It leads straight to the bias towards a certain group of people and then to discrimination. And I believe when you live in an incomprehension and with the people that are not like you just can't be happy. According to my traveling survey that I presented to my classmates, the main reason and purpose of traveling is that it gives us feeling of rest, mental and physical. Of course, living in our days, the world well overwhelmed with everyday duties and responsibilities, school, kids, work, and once in a while we all need a little time for the break. And the best way to recharge your batteries, I think, it's to escape from the routine, and traveling gives us this option. Um, Also, traveling helps us to stay in a good physical shape and health. If during your vacation you choose this kind of activities like hiking, riding the bicycle, I'm sorry, snorkeling, scuba diving, just playing different sport games, you're definitely gonna burn a lot of calories. And it's not only physically beneficial, it's also entertaining and memorable. And nowadays, almost everybody having Facebook and Instagram profiles, and what travelers tend to do, they tend to share them pictures, videos, and memories through the internet. This way, travelers intentionally arousing interest in traveling among their friends and family members. One more benefit of travel, that traveling gives idea of appreciating your own home place. This understanding comes to you when you visit especially second world countries. Unfortunately, there are a lot of places in the world where people still struggle to survive. And from my own experience, I visited one country in the Caribbean Sea and noticed that a lot of people over there live below poverty line. Basically, they have no houses, they have no apartments. They just live in the woods and using dirty blankets, the roofs in order to stay away from the sunlight in 100 degrees weather. There is no electricity, no water over there, and if they work not for money, not for salaries, they're working for food and water. When you see that with your own eyes, you appreciate it to be American and be able to raise your kids in here. Also, traveling helps you to find a lot of friends throughout the globe. There are international companies like Marriott, for example, that's supporting and providing students and young men internship programs. Basically, we have people coming from all around the world, work here for a year or two, and go back home. We're making good friends with them, and they are helping you in the future. If you travel, they can be a great host, they can be a great guide for you in other countries on the planet. Another thing, a lot of people prefer to travel in educational purposes. Of course, it's very convenient, probably much more cheaper to stay in front of the TV and watch Discovery Channel and History Channel. But in order to escape from the routine and maybe to add to your traveling list not only oceanfront resorts and cruise vessels, but greatest museums, for example, in the world, historical places like Rome, Paris, Venice, for example, it would be very beneficial for us at all. In my opinion, the biggest outcome from traveling, that if traveling does right, it can change history and lives. There are famous travelers and explorers like Christopher Columbus, for example, or Neil Armstrong, or Yuri Gagarin that changed humankind history forever. So, ladies, I'm encouraging you for the next vacation, take a little trip somewhere. Don't be scared, and I guarantee that you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna love it. And traveling, it's a big investment, and first of all, it's an investment into yourself. Thank you all very much. You have a good day.